I just want to address allegations that I sexually abused some woman or child or domesticated animal. In order to begin the healing process, I'm going to read from a prepared statement. Today I consider myself the unluckiest man on the face of the earth. What are the odds? You try something a little fun one time and you get caught on film wearing nothing but a name tag. I have embarrassed my teammates, my family, my parent or guardian, and my significant other. I have embarrassed those who trusted me to feed their pets while they were out of town. Anyone who said I have an honest face. I've embarrassed my fans, anonymous donors, and generations from now who bear my last name. I was deeply encouraged to throw the word deeply into my prepared statement as many times as possible, deeply. What happened was deeply regrettable. I regret what I did deeply. Deeply in that sentence is meant to modify my regret and not how I did what I allegedly did. I am not claiming to have done anything or anyone deeply. I'm not allowed to speak about the exacts of this case due to a gag order by the judge. Usually, we don't blame the victim. Generally, you're not supposed to blame the victim. In most cases. This is not one of those cases. I think what this case needs is a steady stream of victim blaming. In truth, I was seduced by a seductress or seductor or child. Is seductor the male form of the word? I had never heard that before. You know, and they asked me, am I into that? Something as terrible as what I've been accused of? And I had to say, I don't know, I'm not sure. I couldn't say what I'm into from day to day. It changes, you know. A lot of really nasty stuff. You don't know if you're going to like it until you try it, you know. And I'm sure there's some really awful things that I've never even heard of that I'd probably be into. To everyone let down by my actions, what were you thinking? Why would you have ever looked up to me? I've given you all the signs of a predator, you know, and you looked away each time. You looked away each time I looked too long at stuff that I shouldn't be looking at. All I'm saying is that we need to watch out for the dangers of sexy children. And children who don't keep their promises. When a child promises to keep a secret, I used to believe that they would keep that secret. Not anymore. I can never trust another child. My faith in children has been shattered. And if you can't believe the promise of a small child, what can you believe? And this was a pinky promise. What? Are you claiming that the child wasn't of the age of pinky promise consent? You know, you try to do the right thing and buy the child whatever stupid toy they want or pay off their parents if you have to. And this is what happens. Now, she told me she was willing to try anything once. And I held her to that. I took her at her word. And that is the one mistake I've made in all of this. Before anything happened, before one thing happened, I told her the safe word. Okay? I said, this is the safe word. Now, I may have said it in Spanish, but I'm not responsible if she can't speak Spanish. What? Oh, now I'm the bad guy for being bilingual. And I gotta tell you, I didn't think she'd tell anyone what happened. When someone pinky promises you something, plus, I was misled by reports that say that most rapes in this country go unreported. Am I wrong? Am I wrong to see opportunity in that? And everybody's mad because she's 13. When she told me she was 16. What? Oh, 16 isn't legal in this country? And you hear all these stories about most rapes not being reported in this country. And, you know, and you hear these reports from the media, and even someone like me who would never do something like this in their life, somebody who would never rape someone, in their life. You hear these reports and you're like, oh, I guess I'll give it a shot. And they're claiming I accosted that woman. I don't even know what accosted means. Well, I'm just saying there's a big difference in a girl who is 13 and a woman who is 16. What? Well, maybe not a legal difference. But are you telling me there's no difference at all? That's sick. And because I'm a public figure, all this gets trumped up and spread out all over the tabloids. And what if every time you raped a woman it got put all over the TV? No one is talking about all those times I didn't rape anybody in my life, which greatly outnumber all the times I allegedly have sexual misconduct. What even is that? Misconduct. Okay, so you touch someone, and then they claim they didn't want to be touched. How are you supposed to know they don't want to be touched until you touch them? It's a catch-16, catch-22. This is a tragic story of a man falling from a place slightly above where he was, but also that place he had fallen to from a higher place before, but that now he's fallen even lower than that. I was instructed by my attorney not to answer any questions today, but you only live a life sentence once, so let's open up the floor for questions. What? Why am I wearing sunglasses? I'm wearing sunglasses to hide my red eyes because I've been crying. I've been crying for all the victims, even my supposed victims. It reminds me, when I was first accused, I cried out, no, stop accusing me. But they wouldn't stop. They just kept on accusing me until it was too late. How do you sleep at night? What's that? How do I sleep at night? Well, first I fall asleep thinking about your mom. Okay, questions. How about you? Attractive young woman in the front row. Did you dress up for this press conference? Are you trying to impress somebody here? Oh. You don't have anything to say. I like a woman like that. I do not claim any responsibility for my actions, but I am willing to share responsibility with whoever is brave enough to step forward and accept some of the responsibility. If we all share it, we'll all be less guilty. I know there are some who deserve some blame. Maybe my junior high gym coach who stared at me funny. A kid in high school who gave me a really bad titty twister. I will be undergoing a court-ordered treatment program, counseling, or voluntary sterilization. All